Welcome to Rusty Hammer Forge Builds, where we build it, we make it, and we forge it, so you can too.
In this episode, I'm forging a harness hook out of some found steel. This is just 1/4-inch round stock. Nothing fancy, nothing special. The kind of steel you probably already have laying around. This build uses a lot of basic blacksmithing fundamentals: drawing out, bending, shaping, and working to a finished form. Simple techniques that, when put together, turn into a really useful tool. Here's how I forged it. Starting with a piece of 1/4-inch round, we're going to cut it to length without using a saw. First, I score the steel with the hammer using the edge of the anvil. Then I use the opposite edge of the anvil to pinch it down further. Once it's thinned enough, I take it in my hands and bend it back and forth until it breaks clean. From here, I start drawing the steel down by squaring it up. I work the round stock into 4 sides and begin stretching it out. As it gets longer, I keep working those 4 faces evenly, turning the steel as I go, so it draws down into a long tapered point. What I'm aiming for here is a 4-sided taper, almost like a long pointed cuboid, with clean, even running lines the length of it. This is all basic drawing and shaping, just taking the time to work the steel evenly until it starts to take the form I want. Next comes what I call octagoning. I turn the 4-sided taper up onto its corners and start working those edges down. As the corners flatten out, the shape transitions from 4 sides into 8, creating an octagon that runs the length of the taper. In the same heat, I begin rounding those faces off, blending the taper into the main shaft and softening any hard edges left from squaring up and octagoning. This evens everything out and brings the steel one step closer to a smooth, finished form. Now I flip the piece around and do all of that in a single heat. I square it up, I draw it into a taper, work it into an octagon, and then round it off, all in one go. The steel does start to cool off toward the end here, and I probably should have taken another heat. You can see a little cracking starting at the tip, but this will become the nail portion of the hook, so I'm not too worried about it. The next thing we're going to be doing is scrolling. I start with a tight, closed scroll right at the end to form the finial. I hang the piece off the far side of the anvil, angle it down, and bend it over before turning the point back toward me and scrolling it in. From there, I turn the finial up, lightly hammer down, and then bring it back around so I can start forming the actual hook back towards me. I keep that scrolled end a little cooler so I can use it as a striking surface while I work. Once the hook shape is where I want it, I turn the piece again and push it across the anvil to form the nail portion at about a 45-degree angle. It doesn't need to be precise, just enough to drive it into the wall and hold. And with that, it's ready to use. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.